we're going to first start off with what zipBoard does look like as a review tool. So coming into zipBoard, the first thing that most people do right off the bat is create a project. This is what we're going to call this new project demo. You can add a description at your own discretion. And here we're going to upload a content. And for this demo, I'm going to be using a zip file. So this is more, I guess, an e-learning type of file that we were showing to review. Here you can name it, you can add a description. Right now there's no phase in this project, but you can assign it a phase later on. So one thing to note, because this is a zip file, this will take a bit longer to load, but while it's loading, as you saw in the upload section, you can upload URLs, you can upload images, you can upload PDFs, you can upload videos, and you can also upload zip files as we are right now. So basically, zipBoard is a very comprehensive tool that you can use across basically any document that you need to review. So once that's uploaded, you can either launch the review right away, or maybe you have to go away. You can come back to it later on when you open the project, simply by clicking on the modal and hitting review in the center there, or you can go and click on review from the bottom corner and it'll just launch the review. So right here on the left side, we have our toolbar, we have a rectangle tool, we have a pencil tool, we have a highlighter tool, we have an arrow tool, we have an eraser. We have the ability to hide all of the tools that we've just annotated on. We have a screenshot option. We can do slideshow mode, which I'll show you later. We have a device mode, which I'll also show you later. We can change the content status, and we can also now disable comments. So there's been quite a few updates. So let me walk you through each of these. So the first one is the standard rectangle. This is probably one that almost everyone here is familiar with. It's just easy to put a box or a rectangle around anything that you want. But the biggest update we have is with our pencil. So now we've actually added the ability to choose the thicknesses of our pencils. And this can be particularly useful in the case where you maybe want to jot something down, or actually with our new update, our highlighter tool. So I'm just going to show you that next. And what's great about this is prior to this, our highlighter tool only really worked for text, but with this new update, we actually can highlight basically anything. So any image, any part of any document, it no longer needs to identify text. You can just freely highlight anything within the upload. So make your annotation and then add your comment. It's quite simple. Next, we have our arrow, or I guess our pointer annotation. And I believe most people are very familiar with this one too. So there's no changes to this one as of yet. So next, I'm going to navigate away to a different part of this course just for further demonstration purposes. And I'm going to show you our new update within the screenshots. So we have a screenshot and annotate feature. So prior to this, if you wanted to take a screenshot, it would launch a new tab. Now it kind of just renders right in place, so you don't have to get all messy with the new tabs. And with this, the beauty of this is that any annotation you make on here will not result in it being stuck on the live documentation. And what that means is now that I've made the screenshot here, when I exit out, it's no longer part of this view in the live view, but you saw on the top right corner that counter has gone up to 4 from 3. The other thing we have now is a ability to disable comments. So if you toggle that little button off, you can now actually add your annotations without comments. And so this particular thing would be most useful for people that want to use the pencil annotation. So maybe they want to write something down. They can just toggle off the comments and then just switch to the pencil and jot something down. And here, once you toggle it back off, commenting returns to all your annotations. Next, we're going to show you the navigation. So with this right side toolbar, you can actually navigate between comments. So as you saw, I just jumped from the other part of this course back to the initial part based on the navigation. Here, I'm just hiding all of the pop-ups. So perhaps you don't want to see everything, or your screen is a bit crowded, you can just hide them. Next, this is another really cool feature that we just implemented, and it's the toggle opacity off. And this basically just makes our comment boxes and annotations a little bit transparent. And the benefit of that is that way you don't necessarily have to move your comment box away if you want to see what's under it. You can just hit that button and it'll go away. The other thing that we have recently added is a device mode. So device mode allows you to view the content as if you were using a separate device. So this is through the lens of an iPhone 13 Pro Max. And the way you annotate on here is you use the same screenshot and annotate function that I showed before. So you have to take a screenshot first, but after you do that, you can either exit out right away and go back to the original screen, or you can hit the back button and continue navigating through. In a new screen, you can launch another screenshot and annotate, but if you don't want to, you can just simply exit out. From here, we have our content status changing, and this is the last new feature update I'll show you. And basically what this means is that while you're reviewing, you can actively change the status of your content. So before it was open, now it's approved. And just for another demo, I'm going to change this to rejected. And you'll see here that the status of this upload has been changed to rejected as well. So you can do that directly from the review tool.